My speech is not knowing who you see. So I want you to imagine a typical day at John Jay. You just confirmed to meet with a group of friends at the pavilion in the new building. These friends you've known for 5 years. As you arrive, you walk up to the cushioned seats that you've predetermined to meet your friends. With confidence, you start talking with them, conversing as you know, and joining in the conversation. Suddenly, you notice you're getting blank stares back. You start sweating. Your face turns 10 shades of red, and you start sweating beads. Oh no. The thought that's running through your head is not again. Your worst fear is confirmed yet again when one of the students asks, "Do we know you?" It's happened again. No, you're not in the twilight zone. You have a disorder called prosopagnosia. Not only do those students not know you, but you truly do not know them. You walked up to them expecting that they were in your seats, you knew them, but without recognizing their face. Prosopagnosia is a disorder called, or also known as face blindness, where it impairs your ability to recognize faces. You saw the students, you saw the chairs, you thought you knew them, but we did not. This is a common disorder and a very serious one. As determined by the British Psychological Society, 2.5% of the human population has this disorder. That would equate to 175 million people of the 7 billion estimated to exist in the world by the United States Census Bureau. However, this is a very underreported disorder because a lot of people don't know that they have it. In the Journal of Neuropsychology, also published by the British Psychological Society, face blindness, it can be developed in one of two ways. Either as a side effect from an injury. In 1947, the first case reported was of a 24-year-old male who obtained a gunshot wound to the head, and after recovering was no longer able to recognize his family, his friends, or even his own face in the mirror. The second way of developing this disorder would be by birth. It's considered to be a congenital disorder, meaning it's inherited. These are the people who have this disorder. What does it mean to live with this disorder? A 54-year-old male named Brian Wainwright describes this as childhood filled with anxiety and overwhelming pressure. He was able to obtain friends, however, not able to maintain them. He could not recognize his friends' faces. Could you imagine going to a birthday party, knowing they were friends, but not knowing who was who? As an adult, after he was married, the situation didn't lighten. He was not able to recognize his children. He would sit at dinner table and know that his wife was there and know that his children were there, but he could not determine who was who. How do you know if you have prosopagnosia? When I started studying this, I thought I might have a mild case, because who of us has a hard time recognizing faces after meeting so many people? There is a test provided by these 60 Minutes from CVS, and it's a common test that is used universally for people to determine if they have prosopagnosia. This test I have a sample of, and I'm going to show you, but because the majority of us most likely do not have this disorder, I have altered the first slide to show what it would be like to someone who does have face blindness. And before you answer, I want you to look at the pictures. I don't want you to answer out loud who they are. So just look at the picture. Try and keep your heads upright. Okay. On this next slide, you're going to see these same 3 images turned right side up, along with 3 other images. This is going to resemble the actual test that would be given to someone with face blindness or prosopagnosia. Again, don't say them out loud. Do you recognize the same 3 faces now?
Wow.
So the first slide is to demonstrate that's what it would be like to suffer from this disorder. To see these faces and truly not know who they are. Can you imagine picturing one of these people as your own children and not recognizing your own child? From birth till they're an adult and further on. So this is the test to determine you have it. However, after you have it, how do you cope with it? There is no cure for this disorder. So, what I want you to do is imagine the people with this disorder as very good investigators. What they do and what they learn from a young age, whether born with it or developing it, is to study clues. The man, Mr. Wainwright, with his children is he studied their mannerisms. At the table, he would notice how each child would hold a fork, how each one would do hand gestures. And in a colleague, for colleagues or his wife, for especially male colleagues who would study their shoes, because for whatever reason, males tend to wear the same shoes. There are many different ways to cope with it, however. So as described, it's a very common disorder among many people. We looked at what it would be like to have this as an everyday life and the effects and the toll it could have on you. The test that was determined to see if you have this disorder and methods of coping with it. This is prosopagnosia.